Gorilla Gamers, welcome to Storytime with Gorilla Gaming. Now I'm going to be starting this series just because, what the heck, I decided to tell some stories and embarrassing ones to expose myself. So this is the first video I'm doing in a month. I apologize for not uploading that much. I just been busy with other stuff. So here we go. Let's begin the story. So, I was in 5th grade. On March 15th, 2018. I remember the exact date that this happened. And this was because it was very recent. So this was about a year ago. So I was doing my usual in 5th grade, just getting up, having breakfast. When I got there, I, for some reason, mentally broke down because I was not tall like other people were. Now, I'm currently 5'1", and I was about 4'8" at the time, and I freaked out because other people were taller than me. So, I ended up a teacher coming up to me and saying, well, this guy was, I don't remember what she really said. She said about he was like 5'6". Girls were taller than him. Now he's like 6'4". I honestly do not remember that. Anyway, so she said that before I got into picture day, because that day was picture day for the 5th grade class. Okay? So, I was in 5th grade, and I had this teacher that I didn't really like. I'm obviously not going to expose her because that would be kind of bad, and no, it's not fun ranting your teachers on YouTube. But, she kind of got me in a bad mood, and, I started to, like, ruin these pictures with funny faces, okay? So I made these funny faces, and I said, when they were saying, 1, 2, 3 puppies, I said, I hate you. And then the photographer was like, excuse me? Excuse me, man? And, yeah, I was in a horrible mood. And, then after that, after I was like saying I am blind, and, because I was very immature back then. So we were done with pictures, and then my teacher hands me this think sheet. Now, in school, you may have like this thing called a, like, maybe timeout thing. I don't know, but it's like more of a reflection sheet of what you've done that upset other people, and it told like if you're not gonna do it again. That was my punishment, and I drove away from that sheet by completely breaking down. And yeah, I ended up going to the counselors. I ended up having to write a letter to the photographer, and I ranted about my teacher in that note. Now, the photographer didn't really care. She was more just like wanting an apology letter. She said thank you. Then I wrote an entire apology letter to the class, and I had to read it in front of the class. And that was one of the most embarrassing experiences I have ever experienced in my life. And that was recent too, so that was kind of bad. And I ended up not doing this ever again. And I ended up, for that think sheet, I freaked out trying to hide behind the computer carts. She was about to hand me the think sheet, and then the counselor picked me up one last time. I don't remember what happened the rest of the day. Then my parents got mad. They ended up having me write a, like, fake think sheet. It was more, I had to turn it into the teacher that day, and I ended up getting no electronics that day, and it did go well because I ended up apologizing. My teacher said, actually I don't remember that part, but the next day I was feeling much better. I was in a better mood, and I never have done anything. Now, actually, I've actually bragged to my friends about how awful those pictures were, and they laughed. I laughed too. So, thank you for listening to this story about what, how embarrassing that was. Make sure to like and subscribe, and have a great day.